afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is D. Officer Lockstock. Before we begin, I need you to pay close attention to a few important announcements. Since some of you, and I mean all of you, can't keep your eyes off your phones, I'm gonna need you to turn them completely off. For the entirety of the show, yes, I'll wait. This, of course, means no photography or videotaping of any kind. If your phone is on during the performance, you will be reminded by a little green dot. Please don't make us break out the little green dot. This is not a challenge. This is a warning. There will be one 15-minute intermission, and of course you'll have that time to indulge in some snacks and goodies, which are not free. And you're not bringing them back in here either, no. Well, just remember, keep your phones off. Thank you. And welcome to Urinetown. Not the place, of course, the musical. Urinetown, the place, well, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
You hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What'd he do?
Such and such, I hear.
What do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's kind of a mythical place, you understand? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2, and then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and things like that. As for Urinetown, the musical, well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town that you might find in a musical. This here's the first setting for the show. As the sign says, it is a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage. The hard times, drought. A shortage so awful that private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd.
Whoa there, little Sally. Not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in this time, little Sally. You're too young to understand it now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter?
Well,
Or bad title even, that could kill a show pretty good.
well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown, the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hold your panties, add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail. These public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep emissions high generally, so if you're down on your luck, you have to come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally here's counting her pennies. Isn't that so, little Sally?
I'm very close, officer. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir, but could you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
You'll meet the guy who runs You're in Good Company later. That there's his daughter.
It's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out the headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh, dear, I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Anytime.
Well, we've talked on long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
You are humble audience, you have come to see what it's like when people can't be free. First act lasts an hour, don't assume you're fine. Now there often is a line. This is Urinetown, the rest of you at Urinetown. It's unison at Urinetown, all by design.
It's the oldest story. Masses are oppressed. Faces close and bladders all distressed. Rich folks get the good life. Poor folks get the woe. In the end, it's nothing you don't know. You're at Urinetown. Your ticket is at Urinetown. No refunds, this is Urinetown. We'll keep that go. This is Urinetown. We are Urinetown. This is
All right, folks, you know the drill. Form a line and have your money ready. We will not be repeating yesterday's fiasco, and that means you, old man strong.
496, 497, just a few more. Penny for a pea, sir? Please, sir, spare a penny for a morning pea, sir?
What's that?
Or a nickel? Or a dime?
Out of my way, child. I've peeing of my own to tend to.
But
I haven't got it.
Then go get it.
Come on, Penny, I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week, and I still haven't seen Penny one. And it's Miss Pennywise to you.
Bobby reasoned with the woman. I'm a little short this morning. No shorter than yesterday, unless I grow.
These are my pogs, Pennywise. Can't they come in for free just this once?
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, as Pennywise, we've all had to make special arrangements with people in high places over the years. Why not let this one be ours?
if old man Strong gets in for free, then so do I.
And I.
And I! Quiet back there! No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Don't you think I have taxes and tariffs and payoffs to meet too? Well, I do. And I don't pay them with promises, see? I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning you all come here, and every morning some of you got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. And I'm here to tell you is gonna pay.
But Miss Pennywise.
No buts, Bobby.
In the name of God, Penny, what difference could it make?
What difference? Times are hard and cash is tight. You've got no right. I've heard it all before. Justice once is once too much. 'Cause once they once, they'll wanna once more. I run the only toilet in this part of town, you see. like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my bath now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea, and it's a privilege to be. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilet and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me. If you paid the proper fee for the privilege to be. I said no buts, Boss. You're a sweet little boy, and I'd like to keep you around, but this man ain't coming in without pay. Not this time.
Can't wait much longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do.
You think you've got some kind of right?
Kind of right, kind of right.
You think you'll come in here and go for free?
Snack for free.
The only thing you'll get is no for free.
Snack for free.
I'm a business gal.
Business gal, you see.
I sell the privilege to me. The good Lord made us so we miss each day until we piss away. No one that what goes in men must soon come out again. So you're no different than from lowly men.
Come, Mr. Pennywise.
That's enough, Bobby.
And I think I'll charge you twice.
No need to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you arrested.
I'm through with all this, you see.
Since you prefer the law gets tested.
Cash 3 times a day.
And you're in town, you'll
Freeze
see.
you with the nitrates half the time.
Why it's dumb to fight with me.
There's no way to leave, I tells ya. No way to leave.
For the privilege to
Pa! What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
More than that, boy. A whole lot more than that.
Looky there! It's old man Strong! He ain't waiting! He's peeing right there on the pavement he is!
Well, he's going and I'm going.
Oh, no, you're not!
All right then, make way! Make way, damn you! Make way!
That's better.
So, Frank, old man Strong,
The same.
is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him! You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
I do what I thought was necessary.
Grab him up, Bobby. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong.
Quite exiling.
What if it is? I feel better now, and that's all I cares about.
Oh, Pa.
Always knew we'd get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away.
Bobby!
Pa!
Don't forget me, Bobby!
I won't, Pa.
And tell your mother that I love her!
I will, Pa. I will.
Remember me, boys! Oh God, what have I done? Remember me!
How he indulged the lamb, remember how he made he stopped the don't be like him.
Well, we can't fit. What do you mean by that?
Just keep your head out of the clouds is all I'm saying. Good day.
All right, who's ready to pay? It's my last few dollars, but I'll pay.
Me too!
Me too! I'll pay Bobby Strong, always and forever, just so long as you keep that
getting his pay.
Oh, Bob, what's to become of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. Morning rush is on.
Don't be right, don't be right.
Where's my dough?
Isn't that what we're all asking ourselves, Senator? Where's my dough? From the cop walking his feet to the little baby asleep in his mother's arms. We're all asking the same question, where's my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
I made my speech. Where's my dough?
Oh, there'll be plenty of dough for everyone, Senator, once those new fee hikes breeze through the legislature.
I was hoping to wait for the vote during the latest fact-finding mission to Rio. We don't want to be around when some new fee hikes breeze through.
You think I've gone too far this time, don't you, Fit?
It's a powder keg out there, Cladwell. This time I think it's gonna blow.
Daddy?
What? Hope, darling, I thought you'd never get here.
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I came just as soon as my exams were finished.
How's everything, dear?
Fine, Daddy, just fine. Feels great to be done with school. Finally.
You see there, Mr. McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, and now a head filled with the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if the stuff in her head is nearly as big as the stuff in her heart, I'm sure she'll be running this company in no time.
That'll be all, Mr. McQueen.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll be Hope Gladwell, and all grown up, too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation.
It's just a fax copy position, of course. First day.
A fax copy girl, huh? Well, your father mentioned he'd bring on a new fax copy girl. He neglected, however, to mention how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. You're so beautiful. Even as a little girl, I always thought...
That's enough, Pip.
Yes, of course.
Well, we won't keep you, Senator. It's a big day. I'm sure you'll have your hands full on the floor of the legislature with that new fee hike vote and all.
Oh, they'll be full, Gladwell. And by this time tomorrow, I fully expect them to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash, Senator. We'll all be full of cash, provided the vote comes through.
Oh, the vote will come through, Gladwell. It'll come through just as long as you come through with the cash.
No worries there, Senator. Once the vote comes through, there'll be nothing coming through but the cash.
And no need to worry about the vote.
I think we understand each other.
Yes. Well, goodbye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff? Staff, this here is my daughter and our newest fax copy girl, Hope Gladwell. Hope Gladwell, the good people of You're in Good Company, or UGC as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Say a few words, Hope, darling.
Well, it's a great company, and I hope to help you all make it even greater.
Well, that's absolutely right, Hope dear, absolutely right. For you see, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago we came to the people of this community with one simple proposition. Look the other way while we run this company the way we see fit, and we'll keep the pee off the street and the water in the ground. Hope here has come to join our little operation to help us keep that promise. So promise me you'll treat her like the Gladwell she is. For one day, she may be standing in the shoes you see me wearing today. Those shoes I wore when I made that promise those many years ago. I saw gray skies foreboding and cold. I saw gray skies and made them rain gold. Now those skies are so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made flushing be flush at the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank? Whom?
Mr. Gladwell,
Who, me?
we're so thankful.
Ah, no.
For that thankful of dough. You're a toreador, and it's cash that you pour. Could we hope for much more? We really doubt it.
You may be right there.
Mr. Gladwell, you've got riches, which is just what we need. Say no to you, you dipped out the
bucks by the buckets.
You're the master, you're making money.
Fast and slow, he's making money.
You're Mr. Clever.
Gosh, Daddy, I never realized that large, monopolizing corporations could be such a force for good in the world.
Few do. All those coins that we take from the throng end up here where those coins all belong. Lots of coins keep our company strong. Charging fees as we please, it's alright, it's not wrong. We're not greedy as some make us seem. We need funds for our big research team. Men in lab coats with test tubes and steam. But it shows no one knows, but hey, still we can dream of.
Finding answers of doubt. Your ambitions are high, but your heart's like mine. What a wonderful night. We simply love it.
You're making me blush now.
Yet unpretentious,
Fancy-free and so conscientious.
5 foot trendy, tough as a mountain. Goodness grows from you like a fountain. You're Mr.
Gosh, Daddy, they certainly do seem to adore you. So, why do I feel so conflicted?
Nonsense. Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to teach you how to feel conflicted or to learn how to manipulate great masses of people?
To learn to manipulate great masses of people, Daddy.
Which is exactly what we'll do. Now get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home.
Well, hello there, little Sally. Awfully late for a little girl to be out and about, especially on a night like tonight.
Oh, just trying to scrape together a few coins before the late night rush is all. Got one to spare?
Sure, little Sally. I'm in a good mood tonight.
Gee, thanks! Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking. We don't spend much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydraulics. Hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems to me that with all this talk of water shortage and drought and whatnot, we might spend some time on those things too. After all, hydraulics would affect this too, you know.
Why, sure it would, little Sally, but how shall I put it? Sometimes, in a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing rather than a lot of little things. The audience tends to be much happier that way, and it's easier to write.
One big thing, huh?
That's right, little Sally.
Oh. Then why not hydraulics?
Run along then, little Sally. Wouldn't want you to miss last call. Miss Pennywise won't hold the gate forever, you know.
Yeah, right. Thanks for the coin. Bye.
What a night.
Everything cleaned up all right, Mr. Barrel?
Sure. Same as always. Did you hear him scream though, Mr. Lockstock?
Old man strong.
All the way down to Urinetown.
Oh, yes. I heard him, of course. But then they all seem to scream in the end now, don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close and the spires of Urinetown peak above the horizon. They do scream that, Mr. Barrel. They most certainly do.
I was hoping he might be different, somehow.
Different.
Old man strong. Always seemed a bit tougher than the rest. I was hoping he might, I don't know, surprise us. Somehow.
If there's one thing I've learned in my many years of enforcing the laws of this city, is that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises, not even for the very toughest among us. On that journey, expect only the expected. Well, it's a hard, cold tumble of a journey, worthy of a gurney, a bump down, a slap, face, smack with a mace, certain bases are start pulled down. It's a pad that leads you only one place, horrible to retrace, come pulled down. A hard, cold tumble of a journey, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Julie Cassidy went to a field behind a tree, saw there was no one who could see how me.
But me.
And Jacob Rosenblum thought he was safe up in his room. Didn't know the jobs he kept up there with all to get a trip to Well, there are those who think I'm a vicious,
Overly malicious.
a bunch of fruits, but it's we who gather for the people.
Tower to the steeple.
Lawful fruits, task, bring a little order.
Swindle out of order.
What's he loose as a book says, certainly a season.
Trample out of trees.
What how there moves Roger Roosevelt, got the cup below his belt. God ran over when he knelt. He's out, we doubt. And Joseph Omestro held his feet for much too long. Thought his son might bail him out. His guess was good, but also wrong. Well, years passed, all lived in the jungle, scoping out a bungle naked. Life of class deprivation, certain aggravation. To learn power of the country, order the function. So, if it's what you're after, Urinetown's the raptor to hang it on.
Julie Cassidy,
Roger Roosevelt, Joseph Obama. Don't be like that, don't be like that, don't be like that, don't be like that, don't be like that. What's a hard, cold, like tumble of a journey, a worthy of a journey, a bumble of a journey, a slap of a face, a slap full of face, a slap to the face, a slap full of face, it's a pat, slap. At least only one place, horrible to retrace a cup pull down. A hard, cold, tumble of a journey, jumble of a journey, to Urinetown. Well, off you go then, boys, and happy hunting.
Yes. So, have you made your plans for the journey yet?
To Urinetown.
To Rio, of course.
Yes, Rio. Well, I squeezed Cladwell a bit tighter than usual for our monthly payoffs, extortion fees, money bribes and such, but...
Caution, Mr. Lockstock. It would appear we're no longer alone.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, that there's his daughter.
So it is. And all grown up, too. Miss Cladwell, I'd have been late, don't you think?
Oh, hello, officers.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were on a bit of a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself for free kind of walk.
Oh, no, officers. I'm just coming home from work. First day.
Long hours.
Just like us.
There was some kind of big vote down at the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes, and copying.
I must say, Miss Cladwell, your father mentioned the size and purity of your heart. He neglected, however, to mention the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. I take care on these streets late at night, Miss Cladwell. There's no telling what some people wouldn't do for a few late-night coins.
Especially these days, with the new fee hikes and all.
Oh, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no.
Not really. Everyone has a heart, you see. As long as you know that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even criminals.
Even policemen?
What?
Bobby Strong.
I'd have been late, don't you think?
I'm late taking care of another late night rush is all. There's talk of more fee hikes. The people are getting edgy.
Are they? Well, I'm glad to hear you were otherwise engaged. Wouldn't want to put you under suspicion for taking a late night behind the bushes
I
to
don't
relieve
need
your...
that anymore, officers. Not while I work for Penny, I don't.
You should still keep your head out of the clouds now, shouldn't you?
What do you mean by that?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong. See that you don't end up like your father.
And how did my father end up?
Well, we're off. Our work's never done. Good night.
Good night, officers.
Good night, Bobby.
You were rather brave with them.
I don't care for policemen. Not those two, anyway.
But policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
That was me. I was rushing off to work. First day.
Find your way all right?
The gleaming tower on the hill. Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny, that's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to those policemen? About everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
Because mine feels awful cold just now.
Cold?
Or empty, one of the two.
Not because of me, I hope.
Oh no, because of something I did.
Bobby! Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I grow.
Or rather, something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum? In your chest? It sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong this morning, is all I'm trying to say. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
My action. I let someone down who I love dearly. I feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you that now's the time to live something up.
Really?
Sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do now if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart. But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it say now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
Well, you have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Do you hear that?
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just gladness tomorrow. If only you follow your heart. See there? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy, plenty of water. Guess I do want all those things.
There's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time. There it is. So faint. It's saying, follow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Oh, someone is waiting there, someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there. Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. It was telling me about all of those things.
I didn't know two parts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our hearts.
Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or madness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your
Good night.
Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night.
Hope.
Good night, Hope. I won't forget what you said about the clouds in my heart.
And I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Wait a minute. When can I see you again?
In this darkness, I'm afraid you can't see me at all. But a bright new day is waiting to start. I can feel it. Come to amenity number 9 tomorrow. I'll show it to you.
She loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
Sure she does, little Sally. He's the hero of the show. She has to love him.
Yeah. Everyone loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Lockstock?
What's what like, little Sally?
Urinetown.
Oh. I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because it's a secret, that's why. Its power depends on mystery. I can't just blurt it out like, there is no Urinetown, we just kill people! Oh no. The information must be oozed out slowly until it bursts forth in one mighty cathartic moment. Somewhere in Act 2 with everyone singing and things like that.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I should be going. It's time for the next scene.
The next morning in the amenities, the new bee hikes are out.
That's the one. So long for now, little Sally. And remember, keep your head down.
And with this piece of paper, the UGC awards amenity number 9, the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we hope you all will honor and enjoy. Of course, no one knows better than the good people at You're in Good Company how difficult times are, but research into the long-term solutions we need is expensive. So, for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with our new profits. I mean, we look forward to finding lasting solutions and things like that. Good luck. Miss Pennywise, I'll see you in, well, you know where.
You can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise. It'll be up to Urinetown for a lot of us. Sooner or later, you do.
And it'll be off to Urinetown for me if I don't. Now form a line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise!
Bobby Strong, where the hell have you been?
Sorry I'm late, Miss Pennywise. I was out all night thinking is all.
Out all night thinking, is it? You work here now, Bobby. You don't need to go in the bushes anymore.
I wasn't.
Like father, like son, that's what I think. Now let's get to work.
But it was about my father that I was thinking last night, Miss Pennywise. About what happened to him yesterday. About what's happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby, and that's the end of it.
But what if the law is wrong?
What did you say?
I said, what if the law is wrong? Miss Pennywise, what if all of this is wrong?
Wrong? You got a sweet-looking head, Bobby. A sweet-looking head. But you keep it up there in the clouds day after day after day, and it's got to come down from there. You hear me? Get that head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. You get it out of the clouds.
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, well, build
Gleaming and radiant, it's what I'll keep my eyes on.
Same as it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sudden start of the day, it suddenly occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal how I feel when I look at the sky.
Now who's first?
I am.
Mom!
We'll take your fee now, Miss Strong. The improved fee, that is.
Daily we make them pay their nickels dime order.
But this is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Daily we break them, because we have to follow orders.
Have you enough, Mrs. Strong?
And we keep filling money bags with broken lives and dreams. But what's it for? I can't ignore these black immoral profit-making schemes. Look at the sky, high above this madness. Here below, feel our shame. We must stop in the name of the sky.
Here's all I have, Bobby. Is it enough?
You hold on to that money, Mom.
Really?
The fee is the law, Bobby Strong. She'll abide by it, or she'll join her husband.
What if there was a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A new law that didn't come from any voting process or elected body or process of judicial review, but a brand new law that came from an organ. Yeah, that's right. A muscular, blood-pumping organ. And this one, right here.
A muscular organ.
We can't see, Miss Pennywise, but this one's too small for you. But why not go ahead and try? This one off the side.
It's blinding me.
Look at the sky. There's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky. There just is. Don't ask why. It's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby. You'll regret it.
I don't think so. Come on, Ma. This one's on the house. For everyone. Forever. Yeah!
Your heart knows all things great and true.
Darn things me your brains can never know.
Your heart points to the great big blue, where the people's allegiance must go.
Tell me where.
Look at the sky. There's inspiration. The spring is rising again when we look at the sky.
Bobby, what's to become of you? What's to become of us all?
Look at the skies, the standard line of freedom. It's a banner so bright, like proudly we fly in the sky.
In the sky.
You'll be off to Rio then, I imagine?
Already got my ticket.
Good work on the floor of the legislature there, Fitz. It was a little touch and go there for a while, I understand.
Well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow changed their minds in enough, just like it changed my mind those many years ago. God, I wish I'd never met you, Hulda B. Cladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. I just wanted to make sure you got your morning vaccine.
Why, I hope, dear, you are absolutely glowing.
It would appear that the office worker agrees with her, with the faxing and all.
And the copy.
Yes, the copying. You're a good girl, Hope Gladwell. I used to be one before I met your father.
Good girl?
You heard me. 622, 623. Just a few more.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Hope, darling, what is it?
Do you believe in love?
Love? Why do you ask?
Just wondering. I met this boy.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Gladwell. We've got a little problem.
Caldwell. Long time no see.
Miss Pennywise.
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people have rioted.
Rioted?
They're peeing for free, Caldwell. I tried to stop them.
The assistant custodian is refusing to take people's money, sir. A young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong?
They rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there is an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole.
What's happening, Daddy? I don't understand.
I wouldn't expect a good and pure heart like yours to understand, Hope.
Mr. Barrel and I are ready, Mr. Cladwell. Just give the word.
What did I tell you, Gladwell? It's a powder keg out there, and I have a very important plane to catch. Excuse me.
There! You're not going anywhere. Not until we nip this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
You're a Gladwell, Hope. What would you do if the very foundation of your life's work were threatened by the rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Look deep into his heart and try to understand what made it pound so angrily.
Angry, you say? No one gets angry at me. Knock out a beating.
A beating? Oh, Daddy, but beating people is wrong.
Life's a beating. The sooner you learn that, the better.
Then life is wrong.
Embrace it. I have.
But life should be beautiful.
Life is many things, Hope, darling. Look deeper. You'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny in a meadow is nibbling grass without a care. He's so delighted as he hops for you. You say, hi, bunny, and he stops for you. You pull your trigger, and he drops for you. Goodbye, bunny boo. Hello, rabbit stew. Get me, boys?
You tell him, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the stew. Don't be the dinner. You have things to do. It ain't no joke. That's why it's funny. So take your cue. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
But, Daddy, we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope, darling.
Animals with huge incisors and big floppy feet.
Look closely. You'll see them. I do. I see them everywhere. A little bunny in his hole. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't plan ahead. For bunny simply doesn't have the bread. He begs for mercy, but gets jail instead. Tossing feathers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral, people.
Clear as day, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser. You're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power. You're in the money. Advice to you.
And breathe the bunny.
Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny in a toll booth?
You heard me.
But, Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh! Don't they?
No! Actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope, darling. You see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a red hole. So snug and cozy on your closet floor. And then you open up your closet door. Now what's this bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers! Grass slippers and stuff!
Right behind you, boss.
Don't be the bunny, don't be the shoe, don't be the step is you. Just step it up, ourselves together. It's time we bagged ourselves a few rabbits. Let's go.
One at a time. Everyone will get a turn.
Here's some cash, Bobby, just for you.
Keep your cash, friend, and relieve yourself with happiness.
A busy day so far. Business on record if your books are right. How's the urinal holding out?
A little spillage. Nothing to be concerned about. The people are happy. That's the main thing.
Police, run!
Wait, please, everyone, remain calm.
It'll take a lot more than that to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
We've taken control of this amenity, officer. The people here pee for free.
That's my amenity, officers. I want all these people taken away.
Officer Lockstock, what's happening?
Why, it's the Act 1 finale, little Sally. This is where Cloudrow rises to snuff out the uprising. It's a big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Snuff out the uprising? But what about Bobby's dreams?
Dreams only come true in happy musicals and a few Hollywood movies, but this certainly isn't either one of those, no. Dreams are meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it's still a musical. And when a little girl has been given as many lines as I have, there's still hope for dreams!
Bobby?
Hope?
What are you doing, Bobby? I told you to follow your heart, not seize an amenity.
I did follow my heart, Hope, thanks to you.
The amenity won't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten that spillage. Not by a long shot.
The amenity will take as much as it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation are over for these people.
Yeah!
The days of deprivation have just begun.
Oh.
If this madness continues one moment longer.
Sure, Mr. Cladwell. That's what you've been saying for 20 years. For 20 years, we've waited for the long-term solutions that never came. But we're done waiting, you see. For a new day has dawned today. A day of hope and happiness. When the idea of human dignity is more than just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. A day, this day, when the people pee for free, because the people are free! Yeah! Free, people are free, how can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
Free, people are free, how can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
From every hill, every steeple, ring out the anthem of the people, making a new way, breaking the clouds of gray to sing of today, sing of today, sing of today, sing today, sing today, sing today.
Perhaps best to stay back here with your father, Hope, dear. The police will want to charge soon.
Your father?
Charge? Daddy, these people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope dear, a little brutality is exactly what these people need. Officer Lockstock.
Dad, wait! He only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy, you say? Happy? So you want happy, Mr. Strong? Did you say happy, Mr. Strong? If they pee for free today, they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. But too bad the water that we share could fit inside a cup. One of tomorrow, Mr. Strong.
But one of today.
One of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. With your action, do adopt the child and leave a lifeless skull. Good It be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so don't think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong.
What is today? You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You and your socialistic wrong. If the people need the freedom, push the system to the brink. If today the spirits tell us how tomorrow will not sink.
If it's you and me, now Mr. Strong, which one of us will blink? I say it's you, Mr. Strong, we're on the subject of tomorrow.
You are wrong.
Officer Lockstock, prepare your man.
Everybody into the amenity. We'll be relatively safer in there.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were going to start a revolution?
Maybe for the same reason you didn't tell me you were a Gladwell.
I'm the same girl I was last night.
The girl last night would have joined us by now, Hope.
I can't fight against my father, Bobby.
And I can't not fight against him. So you can join us, or you can stand aside.
Stand aside?
You heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I could never bear to see you taken where the guilty fears meet the judgment.
You said to follow your heart. Here's where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part to banish all needs. You made me to see fantastically clear when people be free, we've nothing to fear. Your words were like seeds that first things seemed wild. They grew in this riot's our child. So today not tomorrow, that your life so today.
You picked a fight you can't win today, Mr. Strong. Your rabblers no match for my men.
He's right, Bobby. They've got one, two, men. We're all so poor.
Now release the girl. It's time you face your punishment like a man.
Release, but no one's holding.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I grow.
You can punish our bodies, Mr. Gladwell, but you can never punish our spirits!
Punish our bodies? I never agreed to any punishment of my body!
Punishment's all you'll ever know once you release the girl.
Which is why you're coming with us.
Coming with you? I told you, Bobby, I can't fight against my father.
And I told you I can't not fight against him.
So how can I come with you and still not fight against my father? Unless... Oh dear God, Bobby, no!
From every and we're not letting her go.
Bobby, in the name of the sky, you're coming with us!
We're walking out of here, Mr. well, and you're going to let us. That is, if you care about your daughter.
You are making a terrible mistake, Mr. Strong.
Let the girl go, Bobby. She's done nothing
Go
wrong.
let go of the girl. Follow me.
Boss, what do we do? Seize them!
Oh,
Don't let them get away.
help me. Help her.
Now run, everybody! Run for your lives! Run!
Well, that's it for Act 1. As you can see, the rebel poor are making their getaway with Hope as a hostage. The rest of us have been thrown into confusion because, well, because we're all moving so damn slowly. So we don't get to catch them. Not yet. Enjoy your intermission. And see you shortly. Well, hello there, and welcome to Act 2. Things have changed here a bit since last we saw each other, so I'll bring you up to speed on a few things. As you may remember, the rebel corps under Bobby's leadership kidnapped Hope and used her as a shield to escape due punishment from my man. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere. Perhaps this one here.
Where the hell is Bobby? And little Sally? And old Ma Strong? They should have been back by now.
Who are we kidding? The police probably nabbed them hours ago. It's just a matter of time before our whereabouts are tortured out of them. Then it'll be up to Urinetown for the lot of us. What's it like, do you think? Urinetown? Don't even ask.
No one knows for sure.
I got my suspicions. Yeah?
Sure, kid. Everyone's got suspicions. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's the end. Swift and brutal punishment, no need now to pretend.
The trapper's sprung and then you're hung, and when they cut you down, they'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown.
They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown, town, 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 town. Dance, no, never do they dance. Those people down in Urinetown, they never get the chance. Dancing, forget it, never not enough. The rest is at the bottom of a rope.
So don't get your hopes up. And I say, if they're not back soon, we give it to her like her father was going to give it to us.
People hear lots of things about Urinetown, of course, and that's just the way we like it. For example, a little boy once asked me,
Is Urinetown actually a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses along golden, frothy canals? Like Venice, but different?
I didn't say yes. I didn't say no either.
I want them found, damn it! I want my daughter released and I want Bobby Strong punished.
We're working round the clock, sir, but as the sign says, it is a secret hideout.
Enough of your excuses, Lockstock. You've got weapons. Use them.
But sir...
What is Urinetown? Urinetown is a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron rule. So send your troops to all the stoops and let them understand. If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for the land.
If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land, 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 land.
Dance! Dance! Do they think I'll dance? These people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Stance, forget it. Never not a nine. I'll teach you not to take from me what's mine.
We should hurry, sir. The emergency planning forum is waiting.
Yes, of course. Quarrel.
That was a close one, Bobby. I thought Beryl saw us there for sure.
We'll have to keep on our toes, Ma. At least until we distributed the rest of these memos to the other assistant custodians around the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
Hard to say. They're scared, like we used to be scared. But if it's true what they say about everyone having a heart, they'll have to join us. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a lie, a means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I did not shirk their dirty work, but things are different now. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. How, how, how. Dance, dance, listen to it dance. My heart is like a stallion racing through a great expanse. Canyons of freedom that's written walls, revolving coronary somersaults.
Your heart is like a stallion.
I'll explain along the way, Mom. Come on, let's go.
Where are they hiding, little Sally? Tell me and I'll see things go easy on you.
Easy on me? You mean like sending me to the nice part of Urinetown?
That can be arranged.
Save it for another one of your stoolies, Officer Lockstock. My heart's with the rebellion. And besides, the way I see it, I'm already in Urinetown. We all are. Even you.
Me? And you're in town?
Sure. The way I see it, Urinetown isn't so much a place as it is a metaphysical place. What is Urinetown? Urinetown is here. It's the town wherever people learn to live in fear. So look around, you finally found the place you asked about. For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out.
For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out.
For you're in town is your town. If you're hopeless, down and out. Where'd you go? Damn it! Welcome back, everybody!
Enjoy! What's up to the show?
Well, Stanley! Well, Stanley!
What do you mean by metaphysical?
I say, 5 more seconds, and then we let her have the rope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jeez, that was a close one. Cops crawling all over the place.
Little Sally, where the hell have you been?
Spying near the tower is all. Cladwell and Fit and Miss Pennywise, they was all meeting up there. Some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, quorum of some kind.
That's it, she gets the rope.
The rope? String her up! No, wait a minute, you can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Because killing her would make us no better than them.
Haven't you heard, little Sally? We're no better than them. In fact, we're worse.
Worse?
What do you think they talk about in those quorums they got up there? How good we are? So listen up now. Any second, those cops are gonna bust in here and bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. So I say, as long as our juice has got to spill all over this floor here, her juice has got to spill too. Cladwell juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, all bound up, gagged and tied, with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. Well, boys, I've had enough of each arrogant curl. A bing bang boom, let's get tough, playing rough, snuff that girl.
Snuff that girl? But killing people is wrong.
Then why does it feel so right?
Look at us here in a hole on the land with our hearts full of fear. What a rip, what a sham. You know, cops will be here, busting heads mighty quick.
Cause we'll beat them to the punch when we snuff out that chick.
We tried doing what we should.
Wasn't glad.
Then we learned that feeling good.
Exactly. Now get the rope. Now swing the rope.
String her up. That's the answer. String up the strumpet daughter of the criminal urinal chain known as Gladwell. Kill her. Hang her. Kill her.
What?
That's strong.
No one's going to be killing anyone around here.
Why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why. But we're so afraid, Bobby. Killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
Friends, I know you're afraid, but this has got to be about more than just revenge. The vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't defend herself.
But why? We want to hang her as revenge for her father's crimes.
I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think.
Maybe I am.
What?
And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook. That no man in need would be ignored by another with the means to help him. Here and now, from this day forward, because of you, and you, and you, we will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
When did he say that?
I don't remember him saying that.
All I remember him saying was, run! Run for your life! Run!
Well, that was in the heat of battle. And in the heat, the actual hotness of battle, the cry of freedom sounds something like, run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends gotta run, run, oh, run, oh, run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then you gotta run, run, oh, run, oh, run. Freedom, run away.
I'm afraid.
As well you should be. Freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up.
Literally?
Yes. There's a trickle of sweat.
There's a trickle of sweat.
Trickling in your ear.
Trickling in your ear.
But still you gotta run, 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 freedom, run away.
Run away.
So now don't you fret. And then free to freedom's run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. There's a great big Gladwell on your desk.
Run, freedom, run.
And he put his henchman on your tray. Oh, I'm simply laying out. That's the great big Gladwell's making back for you. Ain't no doubt you'll have to run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run.
Run, freedom, run.
Freedom, run away.
Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday.
A 3-4.
So then you gotta run, run, freedom, run away.
Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you gotta run, run, freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then, you gotta run, 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 run. Just when you don't care, you run to freedom's glory. That freedom sun will shine all over your freedom story. That's it, freedom. That's it, freedom. That's it, freedom. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Away.
What do we do now?
The police will be on the lookout for us, that's for sure.
When the time comes, we fight the police.
Yeah! But how?
With blood, guts, brains if we have to. may take years, and some of us will almost certainly never make it to the revolution alive. Maybe all of us, the fight on the mill for all decades necessary to claim freedom for the people of this land.
Decades?
How about a real plan? I've got a real plan.
What?
Miss Pennywise, how did you find us?
I had a feeling you'd be here. No one knows the sewer system like you do, Bobby.
Nor you.
Caldwell would like to talk to you, Bobby.
What about?
He would like to discuss the situation with you man to man. He says he now understands how unhappy the people of this community have become, and he would like to work out a solution with you peacefully.
Now there's a shortcut.
That'll save us on the decades of struggle.
But can we trust him? Mr. Cladwell doesn't want to fight Mrs. Strong. He just wants his amenities up and running smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think, little Sally?
I think it might be difficult for your love to grow with hope tied to that care for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll go.
Bobby, no! What if it's a trick?
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
What about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny business and she gets it. You tell that to Cladwell.
Sure, I'll tell him. Likewise with the girl. You give it to her, and we give it to him. Get me?
We'll be careful.
Now stay calm, Hope, darling. We'll have you out of this in no time.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So, this is the bright new day you were telling me about?
I don't blame you for being angry with me, Hope. But your father gave us no choice.
They may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world, but they taught me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that there?
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
We do have something special together, Hope. But until freedom rules the people of this land instead of fear, love hasn't special much of a chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into all of this, Hope.
And I didn't mean to... Well, I guess I don't know what I meant to do.
Look to your heart, Hope. I think the answer to what you're looking for is waiting for you there, deep down, somewhere among the tissues.
Wait a minute. When can I see you again?
When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still and hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your... Oh, Bobby.
You've caused a lot of excitement over the past few days, Mr. Strong. Got a lot of people riled up.
This is only the beginning, Mr. Cladwell. The people have only just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will. Is that how the people fight back?
They fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. There's a disturbance over at public amenity number 34, number 15 as well. Word's begun to spread. People have gathered all the rest. They're waiting to see what the young Bobby will do, after he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Mr. McQueen. Do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? Those first few years where the water table started to drop, and then just kept on dropping? None of us thought we had much time left then, and many of us did questionable things, much like the things that are happening right now. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there's always a tomorrow if you're tough enough to cling to it, which is why I've asked you here tonight. Some people see me as an evil man.
No.
the truth is, I'm no more evil than you, or Miss Pennywise, or any one of those poor people you insist on trying to leave. I'm only a simple man clinging to tomorrow every day by any means necessary.
And what happens when the job is over?
Over? Well, I suppose we could always hope, but until then, a regimen of controlling consumption with a regulating mechanism of cash must continue.
Oh, yes. The regulating mechanism of cash.
Bobby, I want you to have all this cash, and I want you to tell the people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to those involved in this week's criminal activities, as long as they're willing to return to the approved fee schedule as authorized by the legislature. Don't let it happen again, and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid my conscience will cost you more than just a pile of cash, Mr. Cladwell.
Bobby, it really is an awful lot of cash.
Free access is the only cash I'm interested in.
I thought we had an understanding, Bobby.
Then understand this. There truly is a way to that bright new day. We'll find it together. All of us, not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! We will not return to the stink years, Mr. Strong. I will not allow it.
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I've spent a lifetime building this company, paying off the police, bribing the political elite, and snuffing out popular resistance as if it was a naughty baby bunny in the palm of my hand. My right hand. And I've centralized all power to a pinpoint spot right here between these two ears. And I'm not going to allow some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years ruin all of that. Seize him!
Don't do it, Caldwell. There's no telling what they'll do to the girl.
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
You think just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I've closed my heart to love once. I can do it again. To Urinetown, men! With all haste, Officer Lockstock, with all haste!
You lied to us, Cladwell! Cladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, I should have balked, I should have walked, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
Get word police headquarters. I need all hands on deck tonight. You, and you, come with me. We'll see about these little disturbances. And fifth,
Yes, Cladwell.
assemble the legislature. I need all authority for the coming crackdown.
And dirty my hands with this bad business? Not on your life.
Don't kid yourself, Fip. Your hands are as filthy as a child's after sandbox time. But don't worry, you can wash them soon enough. Wash them in the banks of the Rio del Rio. Now go. You, and you, come with me.
Why did I listen to that crook? A little pride and cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet baby made me cave in. I'm a schnook. Why did I listen to that crook?
You lied to us, Cladwell! You told us one thing, and then you did another! That's what you did, Cladwell! That's what you did!
Come on then, young Bobby, you can't keep screaming all the way down to Urinetown.
But Hope, she's still with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later.
Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
But not to Hope. Oh, please, not to Hope!
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws, captured in our city of laws. There's no trial or jury, nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get your town, walk with you to your town, away with you to your town. Now no more fun.
Let go of me, I have to save Hope!
There's no saving Hope now, Miss Pennywise. There may be no saving you.
Oh no? Then take that, and this, and a few of these! Why did I listen to that boy? He spoke of hopes and dreams and filled me with such joy. How can I know he loved me so as if for show was I his toy?
I've heard so much about.
Perhaps it's better for us to show you.
What's this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand at the very threshold to a new world.
The door's in front of you. Step right through and Urinetown awaits.
Door. More like a railing and pigeons. A rooftop?
And the drop.
A decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
Never fear. The time of understanding is at hand.
Welcome then to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that cad? Did I listen to my dad? I went to work for him. He said he was so glad. Was he sincere? Now it's clear. Now I fear that I've been had. Why did I listen to that?
It's Urinetown. Dad, it's Urinetown.
Look, there's public amenity number 47. And the legislature. And my boyfriend home. Why, we're just standing on top of the UTC headquarters building. And this is our town.
Yes, yes it is.
How could it be that we're standing in our town and in Urinetown at the same time? But dear God, no! You couldn't have!
Over you go then.
Wait a minute! You're just gonna throw me off this roof and that's supposed to be Urinetown? Death is Urinetown?
That's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to
A shovel and a mop, Mr. Barrel. You know the drill.
What's taking them so long? They should have reached an agreement by now. Gladwell's not one to dilly-dally.
All night, the sirens and the screams. Maybe they're celebrating?
Bobby won't let us down. He's a good boy, my Bobby Strong. If anyone can find the way to freedom, he can.
Otherwise, we kill the girl. Right? That is the plan, isn't it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now, shall we? Little Sally, what's going on up there? It's... Yes? I saw Bobby. Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
Why do you say that?
Well, they threw him off a building.
What are you saying, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
Bobby, the policeman, they threw him off a building.
The police threw Bobby off a building? They couldn't have done such a thing. We have Gladwell's daughter.
Well, they did.
Well, is he all right?
Well, is he?
Oh, Bobby, the police came soon enough, but not before I heard his last words.
His last words?
That's right. They were about her.
Well, what were they?
They were, tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her, and I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never bloomed, yet in that love there lives a brand new home. It's calling out to you. It's calling soft and gentle, tame and kind. It's docile and benign.
A pickle in the brine. What did I say? lost my sense of scent. I fear my life is spent. No one is innocent.
No one is innocent? What did he mean by that?
I'm not sure. He started fading in and out after a while. It's a miracle he was alive at all. Oh, so horrible.
Is he talking about me? How can he say I'm not innocent? Plants in the woods.
Not innocent? Who the hell does he think he is?
Yeah.
Wait, please. There's more. He said, tell all the people. Tell them the time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing hand in hand, and cheek to cheek and land to land. There still is hope I see it in this land.
If only.
Yes?
If only.
Yes?
And then he expired.
That bastard Cladwell lied to us! He took my Joseph and now he takes my Bobby.
Oh man, who will lead us now?
We're lost. Lost, I tell you. The rebellion is over. Destroyed with a shove.
What do we do? I'll tell you what we do. We do to her what they did to him.
That's right. Do to her what they did to him. Or you can take me instead.
What?
Miss Pennywise!
Seize her! Yes, do whatever you feel you need to, but please spare the child.
Old woman, you've been grasping and conniving all your days. Why so giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter. And I am her mother. Yes, Hope, it's true. I am your mother, the one-time lover of Caldwell B. Clanlow.
Strumpet.
Slattern, call me what you will, but it was during the stink years, you see. No one thought they had much time then, so many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding, but there were also fond farewells and late-night trysts. Life was an explosion of riots, cheap cabarets, dancing girls.
And love?
Oh yes, and love. Love like no tomorrow, or there was no tomorrow. But there's always a tomorrow of some kind or another. After you were born, Caldwell made me promise to never reveal my identity to you, for I was something of a strumpet in my day, but never in my wildest...
Enough! My heart is telling me many things right now, as you can all well imagine. But one thing it's bellowing louder than anything else is that when there's wrong in the world, we must right it. You did a wonderful thing coming here today, Miss Pennywise. Mom. And if you can reform yourself, then maybe we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you. Caesar! If this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory to oblivion, then I would blame you. All of you. Kill me and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us?
She's mad.
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire.
I've got a key.
And the guards will know not to question me. But once there, we'll question Daddy. Oh, dear, yes, we'll question him plenty.
Why should we trust you?
Because your hero, Bobby, loved me. and I loved him. Hope, dear girl, on behalf of the people of the rebellion, perhaps we, in time, might be able to love you too.
Aww.
And that's all that really matters, isn't it? Love. So, let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us.
Yeah! With a lust for saving water, man gets daughter up or dead.
It's on your Stradivari. He's not sorry, not a shred. An absolute maze. That's what the sewer system is.
I'm going back down to give it another look. You stay here to guard the streets.
I've been meaning to ask, Mr. Lockstock, do you ever have doubts about what we've been doing? About all the killings and all?
It may surprise you to learn that sometimes I do. But the health and security of this town are my primary concerns. I love the people of this community, Mr. Barrow, very much. Gladwell's headaches may be their only chance.
And I love you very much.
I see.
Well, that went pretty well.
You fly the flip of evil, shine up evil in the air. Then as crime gets sorry, now you're sorry, you're up there.
I'm perfectly capable of finding my own way to the legislature, you know.
No offense, Senator, but Mr. Clavel didn't want you flying the coop. What, with the coming crackdown and all?
And what if I am flying the coop? What if I'm actually moving to the airport right now to catch the last flight out to Rio? What would you say to that?
Can I come?
Those who make go from debasing, need erasing, need the knife. Let their blood flow like a quarry. We're not sorry. Hey, that's life.
Any word from Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Mr. McQueen?
Not yet, sir. They're still searching the sewer system.
Which is where they'll be keeping hope, I imagine. I only pray that when we meet in heaven again, she can find it in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy?
What?
Miss Gladwell, what an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Oh, darling. Thank God you're safe.
I'm not safe yet, Daddy, but I will be. Soon, all the people of this land will be safe.
Most of us, anyway.
What?
It's all over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away? But to where?
To the same place you sent young Bobby and old so-and-so.
And all those who wouldn't, or couldn't, be a criminal fee hikes.
Seize him!
Hope, darling, what is the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Daddy. And you? I believe it's time you've joined the expat community. In Urinetown.
Hope, darling, you're making a terrible mistake. You need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom, Daddy. For the people.
And love.
Oh, yes, and love.
That's what I used to think too, Hope, before the stink years. But Worldwide ecological devastation has a way of changing a man. I know you're too young to understand it now, but there are some things in life more important than love. Food, water, and shelter, for example.
And piles of cash.
It wasn't just cash, Miss Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long power, so long money. I'm the money this time round.
When our nights were starry,
Aren't you sorry?
sure I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, just
Take it away.
I regret nothing, you hear me? Nothing! Maybe I was a bad father and a cruel and vicious man, but I kept the pee off the street and the water in the ground, you hear me? I kept the water in the ground!
What now, Miss Cladwell?
Now is the beginning for all of us. Now is a new day when each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one people and share the fruits of our labor as one. Now is the dawning of a new age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you like, at whatever location you like. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the final day of an age of fear, an age that lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age. A new age
Don't say it!
of hope. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river straight and true. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice. All for the people, me and you.
After that, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that opened the public bathrooms to all the people, to pee for free whenever they liked, for as long as they liked, with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefit of all the people.
Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But are you scared the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I am also the narrator. So no one can touch me. Not if they want the show to end.
So many people peeing at will. Thanks to the rebellion, the world is a much better place.
Actually, Miss Cladwell, your father commissioned a study on water consumption just before.
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. The only tyrant we need obey is justice. Sisters and brothers, fight for the river. Fathers and mothers, babies too. All in the valley, push toward the river. Shove toward the river. Why don't you step in the river, wade in the river, soak in the river, through and through. Once in the river, you
before the water turned silty, brackish, and then disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Gladwell was, his methods effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fates as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore those warning signs, however, preferring to bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over and then everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, little Sally. Yes, it is.
Such a fever. If only I had a cool, tall glass of water, maybe I'd have a fighting chance. But don't you see, Mrs. Strong? The glass of water's inside you. It always has been. It has? Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river?
That's right. We all are. You are the river, I am the river. He is the river, she is still. Oh, the river, flowing for freedom, flowing for justice, let's renew.
We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just in view. You see a river flowing for freedom. You see a river straight and true.
I think many people are gonna see this musical, Officer Lockstock.
Why do you say that, little Sally? Don't you think people want to be known that their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title's awful. Can't we do a happy musical next time?
If there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mr. McQueen opened up a bottling factory just outside of Brasilia, which did rather well until the Amazon dried up. And then he moved. As for the people of this town, well, they did as best they could, but they were prepared for the world in which they inherited, weaned as they were on the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for what it really was, what it was always waiting to be.